Hey guys, today I want to go with you through or over the upcoming changes, class balance changes. I have here the website open from Icy Veins. I will also put the link in the description, give those guys the credits. Definitely, if you don't know that site, visit it as often as you can as a WoW player. Awesome website. They have a lot of things that you can look up, guides, news, whatever you need. So I want to go over the upcoming changes, and I want to go also over the last two tier lists that I made for M+ and rate DPS especially, and to see what will happen because of those changes. Some of them is definitely not understandable, some of them are very understandable, or reasonable, so let's go over it. Druid Restoration, all healing increased by 5%, not for PvP, and Base of the Dragon healing increased by 25%. Luxurian Soul now has a chance to spread rejuvenation. So overall a buff. I mean, don't let us talk a lot about this, just let us talk about this. All healing increased by 5%. That's a 5% healing buff. I mean, if you look here, they are even S tier in for me in Mythic Plus. For sure they are not here in raid DPS because there are no DPS, but just to let you know, they do pretty good. I think in raids the Evokers are a little bit better or preferred, especially now by the world first races that I can see. But overall, I don't see a reason why Druid gets buffed, but they are getting buffed. So if you are a Druid player, very nice times for you ahead here. It's crazy. But let's take it like it is. Death Knight, so Reaper damage is increased by 10%. Icy Talons duration increased to 10 seconds, was only 6. That's pretty good. And a lot of buffs for Unholy, especially like the Ghoul duration, Death Coil damage, and so on and so on and so on. So overall, okay buffs for DK overall. Unholy, definitely good buffs. If we look here now into it, Unholy will definitely make here a step. I would not say they go now up into the A tier, but they definitely will be even better than they are already now, and they were playable. Other DK, maybe Frost will see a little bit more play. Blood DK will stay the same, I guess. Because of that, I don't see here a swap coming, but overall pretty good buffs for them. You can see them here. Also in the raid DPS, they are on B tier. I guess they will stay on B tier, but even make a small step into the B tier. So that's it. Evoker disintegrate damage increased by 15%. Evoker DPS is not that good, so that damage buff is definitely fine. You can see them here in C tier. You can see them for the raid. They already put them in the B tier. So not good. They could even be C tier into the raid, to be honest. So, but it's already a few days ago on my list. Hunter, marksmanship, all ability damage reduced by 3%. Yeah, because they got a buff, they did a much better job than expected. Seems like they directly want to reduce it. I think that's not very reasonable. I think I would have let them like they are, because they are definitely stronger classes at the moment, DPS wise, than marksman. But okay, maybe they just want to prevent already, because usually hunters are one of the classes that scale pretty good with gear. They are also often very strong at the end of an expansion. Not in an end of an expansion, but like I said, they scale with gear. Maybe they just want to prevent that already now, before everything is happening. Mage, yeah, what should I say? Arcane Mage is one of the top DPS at the moment. Fire and Frost are at the bottom of the list. They are here at the bottom, they are here at the bottom. So they need buffs, they will receive here the buffs. If you look over Fire, then yeah, 12% buff on Pyroblast, Fire Blast, Fireball, Scorch, and 5% on Ignite. That's a good buff. Same for Frost with 12, 15, 15, 15 on most of the things. That's big. But don't get me wrong, yeah, that's big, but they are so bad at the moment that they will be definitely not hitting the S tier or something like this because of that, but they will be now playable in a much better way. I cannot make a tier list right now because of that. Like I said, I think they will make a step into the C tier or low B tier. I mean, definitely C tier, maybe even low B tier, and here also the same, maybe low B tier. They will go through, but it's hard to predict at the moment. Windwalker, all ability damage reduced by 3%. Yeah, Windwalker is good. To be honest, I made here a mistake. I think they should be S tier. I only put them into the high A tier in that case for DPS. You see here the DPS that are A tier. Yeah, so I think I should have put them in S tier. They get the damage reduced now by 3%. They are especially good AoE fights, so 3% reduced damage is definitely doing here something. Is it reasonable? Yeah, it is. It is, but also I think maybe they could have waited one more week, but they don't want to wait. So this patch is coming in on the 20th, so it's tomorrow. Yeah, so Windwalker definitely get a nerf, 3% ability damage. But it's 3% damage nerf for Windwalker, so that's it. Priest, okay, this is not really something that we need to talk about. Shadow gets a lot of buffs. Is it necessary? Yeah, definitely. I put him here in the B tier. I think they can do good. Okay, rate DPS, they are even C tier. That will definitely help them to make a jump into the tiers. I guess they will be A tier maybe for both rating and plus. So definitely good changes overall. Yeah. Some people think it's maybe a little bit too much. I think it's okay. If not, you know, at the start of every expansion, they like to balance a lot. So if it would be too much, they maybe would tune it down again like they did it with Marksman. Rogue. Yeah, Rogue is so strong overall. All ability damage reduced by 3%, by 3%, by 3%. And here less combo points. You can see here, one spec is here S tier, the other ones are A tier, B tier. Some people even say, okay, that should be all S tier as well. Here, all three are in S tier, so definitely is completely fine. That nerf, it's okay. 3% is not too much. I like going for 3% instead of directly 5%. That's definitely what I like. Exactly the same is for Enhancement Shaman. Also here they are doing pretty good. It's okay that they nerfed them. 3% damage overall, or all ability damage reduced by 3%. That's completely fine. And also here I like the 3% and not going for the 5%. Definitely. The Warlocks, pretty sad. Especially the Affliction Warlocks at the moment. They get here very good buffs. Even here a buff that is 500%. What is big. Also Shadow Ball 20% and so on and so on. So good buffs. Will it make it a good spec? That's pretty hard to say. I think the answer is no. Will it make them a decent spec? I think the answer is yes. Destruction here, this little buff, definitely fine. Completely good to go. Warrior, thanks God, they receive a buff. All ability damage increased by 3, Mortal Strike by 5, Execute damage increased by 10, and for Furies, they even what I did here right now. Sorry, and for Fury Warriors, even Execute critical hit chance bonus increased to 25%, was 10. Good buffs, definitely. You can see how low arms is here ranked. To be honest, nothing should be in the C tier. There will be always specs, classes that do better because the gameplay is better designed around them, the boss fights are better designed around them, M+ or raid. That's always happening. But if you ask me, there should be never a D tier, maximum a C tier, and there should be also not a big outlier between S and A tier. So yes, there are maybe 1 or 2 specs that are the best, and then there should be a big midfield of A and B tier, and some specs that are not that good, like I said, C tier, but I think there should never be a C tier, and that's a D tier, sorry, and that's what they're working on it. Also, you can see arms here pretty bad. Fury Warrior, the change is okay, not too big. That's also what I like about it. But yeah, they will keep their spot or maybe go a little bit up. So good times for you as a warrior player. That's it for today, guys. Changes, like I said, going live tomorrow on the 20th of December. And yeah, that's it. Have fun. Good luck for raiding. See you. Bye bye.